Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and today we're going to do another fun painting. So let's get started. We'll start off today with a 2-inch brush and a little bit of blue, red, and white. And let's come right up here to the top and begin to drop in a nice little sky. Now, as you can see, I have a piece of masking tape along the bottom. I think we're going to do a nice little bit of an ocean back there today. And the top I have covered with just a nice white oil paint. All right, we just allow these colors to blend right around the canvas. There. Next, we'll take the filbert brush right through some yellow and a touch of red. And let's go ahead and begin to paint in some clouds. Now, there are some blue areas to the sky, so we need to be very careful here. A little bit of red in the color will help, but it won't completely save us. So we need to be very cautious. When you go right up against the blue, make sure you have some red in that color. But then in the middle here, where there's less blue, if you want to just throw some really pretty yellow in, you can. And then go right back to your mix. Next, we'll take our filbert brush right through some blue and red. And right up here, just begin to drop in a few darker clouds. Now, these clouds are really not all that dark. We painted some dark ones before, but today this is a pretty nice light sky because we're going to do something a little different. I think today we're going to have a nice palm tree. Ooh, it's going to be right up there. And we want it to have enough contrast. That's why I'm going pretty pale on this sky today. If you want to go a little darker on your sky, that's fine. Go ahead. Now with the filbert brush, some red, blue, and white. We can just block in a nice little section of ocean back here. Now it's very, very important that we get this color nice and pale. Don't want it too dark. We'll have some waves and things on top. And you notice how the color gently ties in with the things above. That's nice. That's what we want. Bring it down to about that far. Now with the filbert brush and a little bit of blue and white, let's just come right here and begin to scrub on a very distant wave. Now we don't need a lot of detail. We need just enough to show that there is something back there. Now with our filbert brush, we'll pick up some brown and black. And as you can see, I did sketch out a nice little basic sand dune down here. Maybe two of them. There's one here and one over there. Let's just throw some color in. It's a little too dark. Let's lighten it just a touch. Nice. Now with our filbert brush and some green and black, let's just start right here and begin to paint in some nice little trees. Now maybe we need these trees to come all the way up like this, about that tall. We'll have several of them that kind of come in a shape down like that. They sort of taper down. I suggest starting at the bottom, working up, and allowing them to get a little bit brighter as they go up toward the top. I think right now would be a great time to throw in some nice detailed palm trees here. Now we're still going to do another nice huge one right up there. But it's nice to get in a few little ones in the background to make everything kind of fit together. Nice. Don't get these too detailed yet. We'll put all of our detail in that big one. These are more suggestions. Now we can go ahead and drop in our big tree. It goes right there. And this big tree is going to be the feature of the painting. So really make sure you get it in there nice, and the way you want it to look. There, I just have the filbert brush, a little bit of black, and I'm just pulling down, and that's it. Make that trunk nice and thick. See how it crosses over that one? Pushes it back. Now, because this tree is so big, we're gonna have a lot of dark. And look, this tree is gonna get covered up. So we really didn't spend any time on that one because I knew the big one was going right over it. We'll just throw in some limbs here, some leaves, big old palm fronds. And, oh, these are big. They come way down. Look at that, so far down. Then add on some detail. We're going to be putting a lot of nice sunlight on these leaves, So get them nice and dark. Now we can begin to add some beautiful sunlight out here on these leaves. Really, all I have is just a little bit of yellow and red on the tip of the filbert brush. It's pretty subtle here. We're going to do several layers of colors, different colors. And you get that simply by reloading your brush quickly with different mix of colors, sometimes more red, sometimes more yellow. And this makes the sunlight that reflects off the tree. It's a very nice effect. I think you'll like doing it. Just here and there. The entire tree won't get light because some of the branches will help to kind of shade some of the others. Oh, it'll make a nice effect. Very interesting. Not just flat all the way across. Now we'll just continue painting in these nice little leaves. There's so much detail that goes on in them. See that? Just pull right down with the filbert brush. It's really quite easy. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of different. I don't normally do these big palm trees with beautiful sunlight reflecting off of them. But what a nice change. It's so much fun to kind of mix it up sometimes. Do new things. Oh yeah. Nice. See, this one kind of comes in front. It helps to push everybody back. Don't just have all your limbs coming off like a big windmill. It's better to have things overlapping. Give you a more detailed and realistic look to your painting. With the filbert brush, a little bit of brown, white, and red, we can just sprinkle on some nice little highlights here. Now, as you can see, the light is coming in from this direction. So it's going to hit that tree trunk on the left side. Nice. Give it a nice little round pull and allowing a lot of nice variation to happen. Touch of yellow even. Catch some of the sunlight bouncing right off the tree trunk. Next, with the filbert brush and some brown and white. Right back here, we can just begin to throw in a little bit more highlight to some of the trees back here in the distance. The good news is these are farther away. We don't have to worry about as much detail. They're more suggestions. So just be loose and free and have fun with them. Now with our filbert brush, we'll go right through some yellow and white. And are you ready for this? We're going to begin to create some beautiful little sand textures here. See, this just scrub that color right on. It doesn't take much, and you don't want to do it to the entire area. Instead, pick little bits and pieces of it. There, see that darker color. Vary the colors. You don't want sunlight everywhere. Nice. Maybe we have a little ridge right there, and it swoops down. Using that same technique, we can just brush in a lot of nice little shadows down here. Just a little touch of blue, very, very small amount of white to make a nice gray color. You see, you just add these shadows right on the opposite side. Very easy, quick to do, and adds a lot of detail to your painting. Makes it really special to have all of this form and dimension to these little sand dunes. Next, we can begin to tap on a lot of nice little bushes. What this does is really gives us a lot of detail and helps to sort of tie everything together. Put it in the light and the dark areas. We can highlight the ones that are out here in the sunlight, and the rest we might just leave them black. That's sometimes all you need is just the dark color. And show a little bit of shape and form to the bushes or the grass. We may pull up some grass. This is really a lot of fun. Very free. You just put it in wherever you want. Now with the filbert brush and a little bit of yellow and green, we can just tap on some nice little highlights here to some of the little bushes and grass that are out here in the sunlight. It doesn't take a whole lot. It just takes enough to show some light, some contrast. Oh, the sun is really, really doing beautiful things today. Now the last thing we want to do here is just pull up a few blades of grass with the liner brush. See that? Pull them right up into the light area. You get amazing contrast. This really helps to finish out the painting, make everything look complete and detailed. a few on the other side, but not too many. All right, well, I think we're done. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Don't forget to check out my website, my DVDs, and also my brush line. And thanks for watching.